Anyone pops in, I'll look. So today, oh, actually, Thursday, I'm here doing something, making a video. I hear some noise outside. I thought it was downstairs because they've been doing a little work in the apartment below me. Uh, I'm listening, I don't hear anything. In the house, I can tell it's not in the house now, it's outside. So I walk over and look, and one of the city workers is jackhammering on the corner. What the hell is this guy doing? I'm always looking out that window, so I'm like, oh, he's putting up a sign because I can see the post now. He's getting ready to put a post in the ground. I wonder what the sign's for. So, anyway, they put up a one-way sign and do not enter. I'm like, what the hell? For what? So, I don't know what's going on. The city decided to change my street from a two-way to a one-way because they reopened the school up the street here. I guess it was causing problems. Oh, all right. Then I started thinking, like, I never got any notice. I didn't know they were turning this into a one-way. Well, anyway, the guys have cones set up in the street to block off the one lane so people won't turn the corner and go up the hill anymore. You could only come down the hill. So, anyway, I look back out a little while later. Now the cones are all gone and the street's wide open, and they left. The guys left from the city. So I'm like, I know this corner. I know how people are in my city. I'm like, they're just going to turn the corner. They're not going to see the sign, and they're just going to pull up the hill and start driving up the hill. And this is going to cause all kinds of problems. I like that because my channel's, that's a violation, so I'm looking for people doing stupid shit. Well, sure enough, the guys leave. I get my camera out. Cars start whipping up the hill. Now, once that school gets out up the street, it's a block up. This neighborhood gets crazy. So they left here about 1:30. So in an hour and a half, next thing, school's getting out in one car, two cars, and I'm filming them. And I'm just doing the same film from the corner to like right in front of me. Then get the next one. I must have got like 20, 25 cars. So I put my first video together. Hey, the city changed the street to a one-way, but they failed to like let anyone know. There's no signage. Like as far as like I had like beware, like road closure ahead, and then they should have had some barricades. Or a cop out there directing traffic. So I thought to myself, well, maybe because they just put the signs up and then they'll officially announce it. And this is just like, just put the signs up for now. But then people started to come. It wasn't that. Once the signs are up, it's officially a one way. I see a lady, this older woman. She came around the corner a bit, started up the hill, and like she caught the do not enter sign. Well, she backed up. So now she's slowly backing up the wrong way, up a one-way, because the other street out here is a one-way. So now she starts backing into that street, all hesitant, while other cars are coming down the hill, and it was like confusion. So, all right, so all night, all day and night, I make all these videos. I keep putting them up, like, who the hell decided to do this? Anyway, I start looking up, like, when they do a street conversion, there's all these protocols and, like, there's all these steps to doing it where you got to put signage, you got to let all the neighborhood know, you got to post stuff on social media, on the local media. There's a bunch of steps to take it, but it's regulation. It's how you have to do it. So they didn't do any of it. They had some meetings in the beginning with the city council and the traffic division and the engineers and all this, and they came up with this idea, and they threw signs up and then just left. We're done. Wash our hands of it. Me, I know because I watch this corner. I have 4,000 videos on this corner out here. So I'm like, okay. So I'm making jokes about it. People are laughing, like, what a bunch of idiots. And we're trashing the city. I thought it was the traffic department's fault. It might be, but anyway. So I know school starts up the street here at like 9 o'clock. So about 7:30, I call the city hall. And then, I looked it up, and they don't open till 8 or 8:30. So I said, well, as soon as they open, I'm calling. I called City Hall. I think it was 8 o'clock. I called the traffic department. Oh, hi, how are you? I said, hey, listen, you changed my street from a two-way to a one-way, and you got all kinds of crazy shit going on out here now. Someone's going to get hurt. They go, you need to get someone back over here with those cones and some signage and like a cop doing a detail. You just left it like this? Oh, the director's not here, and I'll give her your name and your number, and we'll get back to you. She's not in the office right now. I'm like, lady, this is like an emergency. Someone's gonna get hurt out here. School's gonna start in a little while. There's kids running around, the parents walking them. Some kids come alone and just like run up the street. Like someone's gonna get confused. It's gonna cause an accident, and someone's gonna get hurt. All right. I'll give her the message. And she blew me off. All right, so I go out. I have stuff to do. I come back. It's like 1:30. They still haven't come and set up cones or done anything like I asked the lady if they could fix it. So, all right. I'm like, I don't feel like calling, getting involved in this. But I have a pretty big Facebook page. They have like 40, almost 40,000 people. It's like 39 or whatever. But I'm up there, 38. I think it's like 38, almost 39. So, but everyone in the city knows me. And I do a lot of volunteering work in the city. And I once in a while I do the violation videos as a joke on Facebook. But people love it. So, anyway, I'm like, I better call again. You know, this first call's not getting through to him. So I call, traffic department. I'm like, yeah, you changed my street from a two-way to a one-way, and there's got all kinds of crap going on out here now. There's going to be an accident. Why don't before the school day ends, get someone over here to block this street off, or there's going to be all kinds of problems. Oh, the director's not here, so I'm getting all tense because I know what's going to happen. I already saw it the day before, after school. It was mayhem out here. I said, all right, well, I have a bunch of videos on my phone, and I have videos on Facebook. Why don't I come in and show you what's going on, and maybe it'll like open your eyes to like we really need to do something or whatever. Oh, the director's not here. She's in meetings all day, very important meetings. Yeah, it's Friday, meeting at the bar, and then like blowing off work. I know that one. The city's famous for that. All the cops used to hang at the bar and drink. They'd punch out. They said, I forgot what they call it. They had a name for it. And then one of them got into an accident. And then Eyewitness News, they followed him around one day. Saw him leave work in his police. It's not a cruiser, but he had like like a Crown Vic or something. He went over to the bar down the street. They all met there at like noontime. And they're supposed to be working. They'd cut out early and they'd go drink on like city time. And he got caught and he had to resign because of the investigative reporter. All right, so the lady's not there. So I call the police department. I call their non-emergency line to let them know that the street's all screwed up out here and there's going to be an accident. We need someone to direct traffic and stuff after school. I try the non-emergency line. I try the traffic division, all these different lines. Can't get through to an actual person. Just rings and rings. No one picks up. All right, so there's 6 calls that I've made now. All right, I'll call the Department of Community Maintenance because they were the ones that put the signs up. Maybe they can get through to someone. I get to a live person, and then I say, hey, is my buddy Billy Sutton there? He's he's been there for like 30 years. So, oh, well, I'll give you his extension. I'm like, he's not going to answer that. I said, listen, you work for the city. Can you just call whoever is in charge of this and have them come like block this street off before someone gets hurt? Oh, I'll just connect you to Billy. She connected me to Billy's voicemail. Well, his line. He's not at the desk. It's Friday. These people that work for the city, they're probably cutting out of work early and stuff on a Friday. It's a bunch of bullshit. So, anyway, now I start filming car after car again after school. And then all that night, and I must have had 100 cars, and I'm putting all these videos up on Facebook and TikTok. Now the videos have like 150,000 views. I might have put one on this page too, but so they didn't want to listen to me. The lady from the traffic department, when I called, I said, listen, I have 140 something thousand people that follow me online because I don't just have this channel. I got a bunch of pages and Facebook, YouTube. I have 3 channels, TikTok, Instagram. I got a lot of followers. So I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what. If you're not going to fix this, then I'm going to start blasting all kinds of videos out and posts about how you mishandled this whole thing. And it's going to look really bad for you guys. And a lot of people are going to see it. And they're like, okay, well, yeah, whatever, asshole. All right, so sure enough, 150,000 views later, and all the politicians follow me on Facebook because I have a big page. I got the biggest page in the city. So they want to be my buddy because they can get some exposure. Just before the election, they all started friending me and stuff. So anyway, the news traveled fast about this. It got back to like all the people that needed to hear it. So now the police department on their official page, the city's official like police department page, Maple Street is now one way going down in between such and such. It's official, you know. Oh, it's official. Yeah, 27 hours later, it's official. As everyone's been driving all different directions, it was like total mayhem out here. And then people going down Main Street here that are used to turning up, they put their blinker on and they go to turn, and then they realize it's a one way now, and then they shoot forward, and they got the blinker on, so the person behind them thinks they're turning, so they go around them, and then like the person takes off. Now the person going to go around is going to jack their brakes up. It's causing all kinds of problems. So anyway, I keep putting videos and roasting the city and the traffic department. So today was the Christmas parade. They have it right up the street here. City Hall's only like 2 or 3 blocks up. So I'm still looking out for the cones or someone to fix this. And then all of a sudden I look, I'm like, hey, that's the traffic department vehicle. And I see the lights flashing, the blue lights. And I see these ladies, they have like antlers. They have the antler like things on because there's a Christmas parade. They're going to that. I'm like, what are they doing? So I'm like, I'm filming them. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I look to the right and I notice the cones. They put the cone, like I've been telling them to do for like 2.5 days. They came and put cones, and they put a sign, do not take a right or whatever. No right turn. It's just the drawing of the arrow. So I'm like, if you have a big Facebook page, especially in this city, like you get like all kinds of clout. And they treated me like Joe Jerkoff when I first called. And I won the lady. I have a big I have a lot of followers and stuff. I have a big platform, and a lot of people in the city follow me, including all the politicians. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep posting this stuff about this. So they succumbed to my wishes, and I said, you better have this done by Monday. I'm gonna raise hell about this. So now, in my videos on TikTok, there's one that's at like 40,000 views. 3,000 likes. I think it was like 2,600 last I looked. And the ones on Facebook are going all over. People keep sharing them. And yeah, so it made them look terrible. And then someone just told me it's not really the traffic department's fault. It was the city council's fault. So all the city councilors, they all friended me. So now they're looking at this and watching me just like hammer them. I'm hammering them because the lady laughed at me. So I'm like, maybe you should have like listened to me and not laughed in my face. Now you got all this bad publicity online. And a lot of my followers on TikTok, and people are finding me because I'm tagging my city. So a lot of people in the city are in this area are like, they're putting their 2 cents worth in now. So the word's out that they screwed this all up. And everyone knows it now. So there's no like covering it up. So, but I had a problem across the street. I had a problem. There's a halfway house. There's 4 of them. And the taxis come in the morning to take their guys to the clinic, and they were beeping and beeping out there, 6 in the morning. So I raised hell about that with my Facebook page. The lady called me from across the street screaming well, not screaming, but she was like, Mr. Griffin, I want that. She was getting all pissy with me. I said, lady, I don't work for you. I don't care what you say. And she's like, you call me direct. I'm like, you think you're a big shot because you work at a fucking halfway house? So anyway, I bullied her with my Facebook page. Let's just say I bullied her with it. Until one day I look out and there she is, and the manager of the men's house, and they're out there at 6 in the morning. They don't come in till like 7:30. The company, it's a huge company that owns the halfway houses. They made those 2 come in and monitor the taxis because they were supposed to stop. She said, I called and told them to stop. I said, well, they're still out here beeping 6:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So anyway, it's a violation of the noise ordinance. So anyway, she didn't want to listen to what I had to say, and she found out that like my Facebook page had a lot of power because the shit went all over the city, and like thousands of people saw it. So she was getting really pissed, and I kept posting stuff until it got fixed. So now, like, anytime I have a problem, I just start making Facebook posts about it. It gets around, the news gets around, the city hall and all the politicians find out, and then they fix it. But yeah, you got to see. I'm going to post some videos tonight, some shorts and stuff. the cars just one after the other. I sped it up too, so it looks even crazier. The cars, some are coming up. It was crazy watching people trying to park. They're parking up the hill. It's a one way now, and other people are trying to park coming down the hill, and you can park on both sides now of the street going down. So, what a mess they made out here. And so they're lucky someone didn't get hurt. 'Cause there was a bunch of near misses, car accidents, and yeah, no one knew what was going on. And then I looked it all up. They like had by law they should have had like one of those electronic signs like as of December 4th, the street will be closed and now whatever have some kind of directions with the date and had that like up the street a bit. And then they should have put signs on like the telephone posts. They should have like sent out mass flyers and put like stuff all over social media about this. But they didn't. They just put two signs up. Now your two-way streets are one way. Where people for my whole life this has been a two-way street, and now everyone's like, why did they change it? I'm like, I don't know, because the school opened. So I look. I'm like, when was the school first opened? When was it constructed or whatever? 1908. So that school's been there since 1908. All of a sudden it's 2025. The street's so wide over here. You could have three cars going down at the same time, and there'd be plenty of room. So something's going on out there. So what's happening now? They get the cone set up so you can't go up the hill after I bitched and bitched and made all these Facebook posts about it. They finally came today before the Christmas parade and put cones out and not a do not enter, but just no right turn. And now everyone's betting, like, how long do you think before someone just runs over the cones, like out of force of habit, and just comes around the corner, or just goes like around the cones and up the hill? Everyone wants me to get a video of that next, so we'll see if I could catch that one. But yeah, what a mess. And they didn't follow all the protocol. There's like stuff by law. I was looking it up today. Like if there was an accident, the person could have sued the city and won. So they would have been liable for the accident. And they couldn't give any tickets out. If you got a ticket because they didn't follow all the protocols, you could just be like, I didn't know. And like they just all of a sudden threw signs up. One lady that follows me, she works at the hospital up the street. And she's like, they got me so screwed up with this one way. She said, I came to work in the morning. It was a two-way street. So I went to work. She said at lunch, I left, I went and got something to eat, and I went up the wrong way on the one way because I thought it was still a two-way. I was like, yeah, they didn't let anyone know. Now, if I was working for the city, I would have been like, get flyers over at the hospital at all the nurses' stations, post them up as of such and such a date. You can't come up because the hospital's right at the top of the hill, and this street over here is a hospital route. So a lot of the nurses come from Rhode Island, the next town's over, and they come down the street and they shoot up the hill. I see them all the time, like nice cars with the Rhode Island plates. So you would think they would have went and like informed the hospital like ad nauseum, so all their staff would know not to come up this way. And it's an ambulance route. It used to be the ambulance route. They came by my house all the time. And now the other problem, like at the school, like you didn't send flyers home to the parents. Like you can't come up the hill anymore. So all the parents are coming to drop their kids off, and they're coming right up the hill like they always did, because they didn't know about it, obviously. And then after I was bitching the other day, in the morning, now in the afternoon, I called, like, get the cones, please just I said, I have my own cones. I'll just go put mine out there until you guys can figure something out. Oh, Mr. Griffin, I wouldn't do that. Like they're going to arrest me or something for trying to, like, save someone's life. So I'm like, all right, I won't put my own out there. I'm like, I'll just leave it. Plus, I was getting all these videos of people driving the wrong way, and it was kind of fun making those. So so I'm filming. Now I know school's going to end tomorrow. So this is day 2. So school's getting ready to end. I start filming again. And the same thing, everyone's driving the wrong way. People are coming down the hill. People are going up the hill. They're getting in each other's way. People are parking on wrong sides of the street. All the same, like, bullshit that was going on the other day. So I film it, but and on top of that, the crossing guard didn't show up. So a lot of kids are like by themselves. They're running across the street. There's no one there, like helping to direct the traffic. And I told the lady in the morning, you got to get a cop over here to direct the traffic. And so anyway, kids are running around wild, no crossing guard, and cars driving every which way. I got a real good video of that. I'll post them. I think I might have put 1 or 2 shorts about this, but I've been so busy on Facebook answering people in TikTok and talking, and like all these people have comments and questions, and I've been going back and forth from Facebook to TikTok since this morning, and everyone's getting a big kick out of it too. So I kind of like blew off YouTube today. So tonight I'm like, well, I'll go live because I've been trying to go live a little more, and oh shit, I wonder if this is working. I don't know. Hey, my other phone's ringing. I gotta grab this before I waste all my breath.